So, Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford have been throwing shots at each other for months, but no one expected things to pop off like this. It all started when Crawford got the special invite to Turki Alalshikh's exclusive Ring Awards event, while Tank was nowhere to be seen. That was the spark. Tank felt disrespected, and ever since, he's been clowning Crawford, mocking his chase for a Canelo fight and calling him out for ducking real competition.
You know how, like, media, we like say, would you fight this guy? This guy doesn't like this guy. I'm sure you've seen, you know, stuff with Terence. Do you feel like after boxing that all the stuff that you guys can all be like friends and kind of you see it with the Hagglers and the Hearns and
people, what I got from that is he's a fucking hater. You don't know me as a person, nigga. But say you don't like me, like you don't know me, like you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. And fuck everybody in the crew with him. I mean with him.
You're a proud father.
Pussies. If he say he don't like me, it's like fuck you. Like, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
I respect that.
But I mean, like me personally, I don't know him. Like I don't know him personally. You know what's name? I actually like the way he fights, type shit. Like, but
is there a confusion though, or is it maybe with the people
no,
that?
No, it's just him. He's on that side, so he gotta say things that you know, like I don't like that guy. Like, come on, bro, you don't know me as a person. Like, you don't know me at all. You feel me? Talking about my security. What my security got to do with anything? Like, and it's also showing that people's real character, like who he is, like people, like you know, even like the whole. All right, cool. Let's just say like the. I don't even want to get these guys. Like,
is that where we stand right now with Canelo Crawford? Yeah. Is that where we stand with Canelo Crawford? Because you're saying just because both are great, everybody wants to face each other. So is that where we're at right now with Canelo Crawford?
No. Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
You think he had a chance to win?
But what makes you say that? You know, I mean,
he needs the money.
Does he have a chance to win though?
Tyron ain't paying like that. They ain't paying
so you don't.
They ain't paying like that.
He's going up three or four weight classes. You think the chances of him?
That's why he say why he don't like me. That's real shit.
And Crawford? Oh, he's been firing right back, saying Tank only fights smaller guys and can't hang with the real elites.
Senior. One nice time. Everyone together down in front, please.
Right here in the middle. Me.
TV's in the back.
Or not.
All right. Appreciate it.
But here's where things got wild. At the press conference for Tank's upcoming fight against Lamont Roach, Crawford straight up crashed the event. Cameras were rolling, the energy was tense, and before anyone could process what was happening, these two were face to face, hurling insults at each other. Security had to step in, but the damage was done. Tank was heated, and the internet exploded with reactions. Let's break it down.
I ain't gonna lie, they've been saying like I don't want what's the name, but they've been saying like they've been getting messed up over there, bro. Like everything is different. Like it's been shit. And not only one fighter. Like it's been numerous fighters that been getting shit over there. So, I don't know, bro. And you seen how the guy was he looked at the scorecard?
Yeah.
He looked at it. Bro, but when I said it, it was like the way how he was talking, he was like, yeah, that was my man, like, you know what I mean? You want to get Tank over here and fight. Man, I already know what y'all gonna do.
Jake Paul was defending you. We put a tweet saying like, this is what Tank was talking about.
See?
He said it's gonna be too
But
far.
every time I say something, it's like I'm hating because I'm going against the grain. I mean, not even going against the grain. I'm just not, you know.
So to that point, do you feel like a responsibility to the sport in America? I know you think about retirement, but it's like things are going rough in the States. Everything's going over there.
Yeah, but it's like people selling that self. Like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room, that shit was like some devil shit. Facts though, yeah. That shit like some devil shit. Like they sold that stuff. That was crazy.
You'd rather not go to Saudi, is that what you're saying? You'd rather not go over there, or are you okay with it?
I just don't like how this guy come in the game and he don't know nothing about the sport. Like he don't know nothing about the sport. And everybody going on like he wasn't even pitting, like at first he wasn't even pitting people that know stuff about the sport and position. He was just saying like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You don't know nothing about the sport. How you gonna do that?
But he's got money.
Yeah, but all money not good money. I'm not about to, hell no.
They put you #1 in the Ring magazine, just so you know.
Huh?
On the Ring magazine, they put you as #1. That's his magazine. What'd you think?
Now, some might say Terence crossed a line showing up uninvited, but it was actually Tank who took their beef to another level. And Bud? He doesn't just throw hands in the ring. He pulls up when it's time to handle business. While these two were going back and forth on social media, Gervonta took a cheap shot. Instead of keeping it about boxing, Tank dropped a low blow that had the internet shaking their heads.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
He went straight for Crawford's family, tweeting, and he got like 8 kids and his wife like 380 pounds. Yay, buddy, gotta work overtime. That tweet didn't last long. Tank deleted it in minutes. But you already know the internet never forgets. Screenshots started circulating and fans weren't having it. Comments flooded X, calling Tank out for being pathetic, insecure, and hiding his hands after throwing shots. One fan even roasted him, saying, "Tank out here fighting Lamont Roach, while Bud is out here chasing the big dogs with Turki." Another added, "He crossed a major line with that tweet." Alright, so let's not forget, this whole press conference was supposed to be about Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach. But now, Terence Crawford just turned this fight into a whole must-watch spectacle.
Going up this weight classes to face him, how could you convince fans that he can beat Canelo?
I ain't trying to convince y'all that he can beat Canelo. He's a good fighter. But, bro, I would say smaller fighters are always better than bigger fighters because they're smaller, they're not moving like that. This guy is great at what he do. He got. And another thing, bro, I don't be wanting to. How these guys is. Then you get hurt against
Magimov?
who?
Are you talking about
You're talking about Gamboa?
Talking about Magimov? Is that what you
No,
said?
he got clipped by
Gamboa?
Gamboa, right? Right? The fuck is he's looking this strong over the past year. I mean, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Y'all laugh. I'm always.
No, do tell. Open up.
telling you.
Just.
And that guy that a part of it, he been caught before. He went to jail for
You're
it.
talking about Victor Conti?
He went to jail, right? And yeah. And he the owner of the snack shit, right? And he went to jail for it. Now it's like, you see Earl, I don't want to throw him out of the bus, but you see Earl said some things like that, like about the people using steroids, but he don't want to say no names, but come on, bro.
Before Bud pulled up and hijacked the event, this was already a fire matchup. Tank is looking to end his career with a bang, and Lamont Roach? he's stepping into the ring with zero fear, knowing that if he somehow pulls off an upset against Gervonta, it changes everything for his career.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
He's been talking about how he's ready for war and that he's not going to be just another highlight in Tank's knockout reel.
Just knocking guys out. What's that feeling like when you do?
It actually feel like a home run, like when someone hit the bat and it just right on the target and it go far. It's just like that. So that's how I feel when you actually hit somebody on the butt and you know that you catch them real good. So that's how I feel for me.
Now, going into this fight against Lamont Roach, this is your first fight for 2025. What are you hoping to accomplish this year in 2025? And it all begins this Saturday against Lamont Roach.
Stay in the ring more this year, for sure. I probably got, I want to say, hopefully I got 3 fights this year, hopefully. But I'm looking forward to Lamont Roach come March the 1st, and we'll figure out after that.
But let's be real. This is Tank freaking Davis we're talking about. The dude's got one-punch knockout power that makes even the toughest fighters tremble.
Everyone together down in front, please.
Right here in the middle.
Teams in the back. All right, thank you.
But now, with Terence Crawford showing up and making this personal, oh, this fight just became box office gold. Fans are buzzing, social media is going wild, and people are even wondering, is this leading to something even bigger? Could this be setting the stage for a future Tank versus Crawford fight?
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. Why the say Terence Crawford should fight Benavidez? That don't make no fucking sense. You don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
Who's next in line? Just so you're next in line.
Is there like a
Last question, guys. Gotta wrap
is
up.
there like a love-hate for it, though? Like, you love
Yeah.
the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And
you're good, man.
And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
And let's not forget, Tank's already had bad blood with Floyd Mayweather, and now Floyd is training Crawford. The drama just keeps stacking up. Speaking of which, let's talk about this wild alliance between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. Because, oh man, this is some next-level chess being played here. For the past few weeks, Bud and Floyd have been spotted training together, and let's just say, it ain't just some friendly workout sessions. Floyd is fully in Bud's corner now, giving him that signature Mayweather coaching, working on his defense, his counterpunching, and sharpening his ring IQ even more.
Hold me back. Hold me back. You fucking
And let's be honest, if there's anyone who knows how to dismantle a power puncher like Tank, it's Money Mayweather himself.
Floyd.
Congratulations, man.
And here's the craziest part. This ain't just about boxing. This is a power move against Tank. We already know that Floyd and Tank have been beefing for years, ever since their nasty fallout after Tank left Mayweather Promotions.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and
Yeah.
I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
It's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
Floyd used to be Tank's mentor, his biggest supporter. But after their split, Floyd has been consistently siding with Tank's rivals.
Young fighters, he loves to embrace guys. So what was being around talking to Floyd? Like, what has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Because he could tell me all day to do that shit he does. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. You know, go do it when, because 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge, you know, like, because you know you out there working every night at 2 in the morning running. That's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. You know, it could be little things that'll take you to the next level. You know, that Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that, you gonna take a lot of heave to it, and it's gonna give you a different type of motivation when you doing it. He could show you something, you know, and it could be the same thing. You know, you might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of light.
First Devin Haney, then Shakur Stevenson, now Terence Crawford. It's almost like he's out to prove that he can build someone even greater than Tank. And Bud linking up with Floyd? That's like adding gasoline to an already blazing fire.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me, you know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Tank and Floyd's relationship used to be solid. Floyd took him under his wing, guided him, and helped him become a global star. But the problem? Tank didn't want to be in Floyd's shadow forever. He wanted his own legacy, his own path. And when he left Mayweather Promotions, that's when things got ugly.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Brother, it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes. We need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all
all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
Floyd started making sly comments about Tank's career, downplaying his wins. And now, he's going all in on training Crawford, the same guy who's been going back and forth with Tank in one of the most heated boxing feuds in years.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story's going to rebuild itself. You know, but again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is it. I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, you know, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
All right, fight fans, this is it. Everything that's been going down, the beef, the insults, the press conference chaos, Floyd training Crawford. It's all setting the stage for one of the biggest super fights boxing has ever seen. Gervonta Davis versus Terence Crawford. And let's not forget, this could be Tank's last dance.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
We already know he's been teasing retirement for months now, talking about making as much money as possible before stepping away from the sport. If there's ever been a way to go out with a bang, this is it.
Why are you retiring?
With trash.
What changed?
What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of it.
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got a squawk today.
A blockbuster showdown with a pound-for-pound great like Terence Crawford? That's a legacy fight. That's a fight that cements Tank's place in boxing history. But there's just one massive problem: the weight difference.
Many consider you the biggest, hardest puncher, in all of boxing in regards to where you're at in your weight class and how you consistently are just knocking guys out. What's that feeling like when you do?
It actually feel like a home run, like when someone hit the bat and it just right on the target and it go far. It's just like that. So that's how I feel when you actually hit somebody on the butt and you know that you catch them real good. So that's how I feel for me.
Tank is a lightweight monster. He's dominated 130, 135, and recently stepped up to 140 for Mario Barrios. But Terence? He's a full-blown welterweight. He's been fighting at 147 for years, and he's even been flirting with 168 for a potential Canelo fight. That's a huge size gap. And let's be real, Tank may have brutal power, but Terence is naturally bigger, stronger, and has been taking shots from much bigger opponents. So how do we make this fight fair? Well, there are a couple of ways to make this fight happen without it turning into a mismatch. A catchweight. Fight at 144 to 145 pounds. This is the most likely scenario. Tank has never fought above 140, but if they meet somewhere around 144 or 145, it gives both guys a fighting chance. Terence would have to drain down a little, while Tank would bulk up without losing his speed and explosiveness. Maybe even a super lightweight showdown at 140 pounds. This one's trickier because Terence hasn't fought at 140 in years. But if he can somehow make the weight, this would be a straight-up weigh-ar. But let's be honest, Crawford has filled out his frame at 147, and getting back down to 140 could drain him too much. Or Tank jumps to 147 pounds for one final fight. If Tank really wants to prove he's one of the greatest, he could go all in and move up to welterweight for the first time ever. It's risky, but imagine if he pulls it off and shocks the world. That's the kind of fight that defines a career. No matter how they do it, this fight is way too big to ignore. And with Tank's retirement on the horizon, we might just be looking at his final masterpiece in the ring. But right now, he's got Lamont to dismantle in the ring. March 1st, the fight is now closer than ever. And this wasn't just another press conference. This was a moment. Crawford didn't just show up. He made a statement. He wants Tank to know he's not the king of boxing. And with Floyd backing him, he's louder than ever. But Tank? He's not the type to let this slide. You already know he's plotting his next move. And if he's going to retire soon, like he's been hinting, he might just take the biggest fight possible before he goes. Either way, this beef is far from over. So, what do y'all think? Should Tank move up and settle this once and for all? Or is Crawford just clout chasing? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest boxing drama. I'll see you in the next one.